Hopefully this won't be too loud. It's a bit more reasonable. So, even a little bit lower, actually. Floppy Knights. This is a game we've seen a couple of times on stream before. Made by Rose City Games and featuring one of the artists from Dicey Dungeons. Floppy Knights is a little bit of deck builder, a little bit of strategy. Yeah, same people as, same artist at least as Dicey Dungeons, different developers though. But I would definitely say there's some inspiration there for sure. Floppy Knights is fully released on Steam as of today, so you can pick it up and try out the full release yourself. This is not a sponsored segment, to be clear. I just think that this game is super cool, and since keys were passed my way, I wanted to take a look at it here on the release day, especially since I'm not feeling the vibe in Spire right now. Here's somebody made their cousin buy Dicey Dungeon so they could play it? Well, maybe you'll end up in the same situation here. Floppy Knights is not a roguelite, not a game designed to be permadeath. It's got a campaign that you play through with 4 chapters, and you kind of progress and develop a strategic deck of cards as you do, I believe. Also available on the Xbox Game Pass. So it's out on Steam and on Xbox today, I believe. Without further ado, let's take a look at what exactly Floppy Knights has for us. Love the sound effect vibes in this. So we've seen these characters before. Phoebe and Carlton are our protagonists. Carlton is Phoebe's robotic arm. Phoebe, is it complete yet? Just a sec, Carlton. Advanced robotics are not that simple. I have waited an entire week. It only took you a month to make me. Implementing an upgrade for me should only take 30 minutes. Maximum. 30 minutes? Are your math processors broken? Relax. Almost there. Just a few more screws and then... Alright, you're ready. Ready for what? This! I just finished installing a floppy disk drive on you. What does this disk do? You're about to find out. I put a very special program on this one. Ooh, can we test it out? Sure can. It created plant. The kicking succulent. I call them Floppy Knights. They're tangible productions I made by sequencing elemental magic into code. They can touch things, grab stuff, and in this one's case, kick my tools. Mom and Dad are always on me to take on a magic profession, but I keep telling them magic is overrated. Science is the real magic. I was just thinking these Floppy Knights could help us take on odd jobs around town. Let me show you how to use them, Carlton. Ah, yes, basic mercenary work. Classic use for superpowers. How's it going, Surya Sharuk? This is indeed the 1.1 actually, full release of Floppy Knights, available out today. So yes, this is the full game. And as long as it's sufficiently entertaining, that's what I'll play, is the full game. Alright, let's go over the basics. Loading, training, simulation. You don't need to say loading training simulation for it to work, you know. Correct. However, it is important to have fun while you work. That is correct. And that's why we're here. Battle start. This Floppy Knight is called Succulent Kicker. We'll practice by fighting him with another Floppy Knight I've made. Meet Captain Thistle. Like a commander unit, sort of our team leader. Health, damage, movement, and I think range are the 4 stats. Get removed from the field if they drop to low health. SPD is how many tiles they can move. And RNG is the distance that they can attack. Is it now? On any given level, we have a deployment zone, indicated by our blue tiles. And once we have units on the board, we can play other cards from our hand and move them. Plow ahead. Now that they're here, let's use them. Each turn, our commander generates a special card for us to use. We draw 5 cards of our own from the deck. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Now that a unit is on the field, we can play other cards on them. But we have limited energy every turn. Also vaguely familiar. Anything we don't play gets discarded at the end of our turn. I am covering up the end turn button, which is probably a good place for me to be. Let's kind of optimize a little bit here. You can see the number in the discard pile more cleanly. Perfection. Now let's use Captain Thistle's special card to move. And they also get to move. Reptiles equal their speed stat, which is 3 currently. There are a couple ways a unit can attack. See that little sword icon on Captain Thistle? Each unit gets 1 free attack each turn, costing no energy to use. If you see the sword icon on a unit, that means they haven't used their free attack yet. I don't think that was there when we played the demo. Victory. Notice that the sword icon is gone now, which means we used the free attack. Don't forget to use those. Is the general gist there? We get coins? I'm not sure what those are for. Phoebe, that was incredible. We are so powerful. Everything worked perfectly. We should try this out on a real gig. I estimate we are ready to take on a job and make some sick cash. I love when you use human phrases, Carlton. Let's go. Mom, Dad.
Phoebe, I hope we're not interrupting anything. Your mother and I wanted to talk.
About how I need to get a job. I know, you've told me like a million times.
Phoebe, you're 16 years old. You've been shut up here tinkering away at all this stuff for so long.
We're worried about you, honey. I demand that you get out there and enjoy life.
Take on some responsibility. Get a job. It'll be great for you.
You might even make a few friends. I have friends, Mom. I have Carlton. Yes, but you built Carlton. No offense, dear. None taken. Listen, I have a plan so we won't get some boring job. I'll even make enough money to buy my own place.
Wow, your own house, huh? You really do have lofty goals. Get it? Because you'll be in a loft.
Everyone else my age is doing it. I can fall behind. I've made an invention that will help us take on work. And I've completed it just in time for the Gadget Cup competition, too. If I win that first place cash prize, I'll have all the cash I need.
The Gadget Cup. That's that science tournament they hold in town every year, right?
Right, and this year I'm finally old enough to compete. We'll make some quick cash if we win. You know, having regular responsibilities and people that depend on you isn't such a bad thing, Phoebe. I've been able to use my fire magic to do all the smithing for all of Toggletown. Ah, that's why Mom is strangely buff. You're the blacksmith.
And everyone loves her for it. We're always inundated with thank you cakes. We had to get a second fridge.
Phoebe, we're really proud of how talented you are with all this technology stuff. But if this plan of yours doesn't work...
You'll have to go work as a blacksmith with your mother, at least until you find something more stable. Like being a horse trainer.
Fine, this'll work though. I've already got our first job lined up for us. Just give me a couple days.
We'll leave you to it, honey.
Oh wow, there's quite a few locations on the world map. The outskirts. Volcano, castle. The demo that we've played, I think, covered the outskirts, and then the second time we played the demo, it was in the volcano area. But all of the rest of this is news to me. A couple little icons here. All right, what's in the outskirts? Bandits! Main objective, defeat all enemies. Bonus objective, don't lose any units. Let's go. Hello and welcome, Ghost! Today we're checking out some Floppy Knights. Game that released today on Steam, featuring the artist from Dicey Dungeons, a title we previously enjoyed on stream, and lines neatly up with the genres that we like here on the channel, so very excited to be checking it out. We're here! The job board said to meet at this farm on the outskirts of town. I wonder who our client is. Oh, it all sounds so official. Client. Job. Look at us, Phoebe. Soon we will no longer be an unnecessary burden on your parents. Geez, Carlton, we really need to work on your bedside manner. Can I help you? Hey, are you the one who posted the job? Yeah, you must be Phoebe. Thought you said there'd be two of you. There are two of us. I am Carlton, an artificially intelligent arm created by Phoebe. Yeah, that's great. Right, what seems to be the problem? It says here on the job posting that you're, terrorized by vegetarian goblins?
Listen, kid, I try to keep a tight farm, but every day those forest goblins are snatching up all my crops.
Perhaps we could grow you some more carrots. How hard could it be? That sounds like a lot of work, Carlton. I just need you to keep watch and keep them away from my crops. I love keeping watch. I do not need to blink, so I am very proficient at it. Also, as an arm, I may hold many watches. Okay, but I'm going to need some kind of down payment. Here. The seeds? I meant cash. What am I supposed to do with these? You could make a lot of money planting those. Now go take care of my goblin problem. Fine, but you'd better leave a good tip when we're done here. Carlton, we'll post up over there by the target sighted. What? The goblins, they are right over there. I told you, I am proficient at keeping watch. Hey, check it out, fellas. I don't know what kind of magic this lady's using to make food come out of the ground, but I'm loving it. Let's fill the bags up. Those little punks, what are you waiting for? Go get them. Hyper Sniper. It's time to pay the piper. So, Goblin Grunts. The jams, though. Ghost. What do you call a specter that really likes chicken? A poultrygeist. Milk Jug, thank you so much for 10 months of support. 2 more for that full year. So, creates plow ahead every turn. I don't think we can completely escape from them. We click on enemies to see their movement range. Is that a thing? Remember when I said the commander was sort of like our team leader? We can let other units take as many hits as we want, but our commander is the leader, and if their hit points reach 0, we lose. Click on any enemy and see their movement and attack ranges. Yes. But does it actually show the, like, tiles highlighted? Doesn't seem to. Unfortunate. And we get the first move. Got 3 move by default. Plow ahead gives the commander 4. Not sure we're allowed to... hit him. And then I can move down, make another attack with this other attack card in our hands. Yeah. Boop. And then we just want to stay out of range of the slobby gobby. Gross. 1, 2, 3. Can't reach a range of us, so we should be able to just end turn here. Didn't do anything. Do they not move if they can't get into range? That would make sense. Flip to reap. And so is a... Oh. This guy's got 5 health, actually. Let's see. So we can move, and this turns into then Reap, which is a attack card? Yes. Go back over here. Plus 1 attack would have been nice to deal with the chunky boy, but we could just, in a turn, attack twice, I think, to deal with this one. Yeah. Use the free attack. Nice little first tutorial style level, just using the commander to deal with low health melee enemies. So we get new stuff, which we can then use to, I believe, modify our deck of cards. There's a deck building aspect here to Floppy Knights that means that as we progress further into the campaign, we're going to have more options for the strategies that we can employ, which I think is very cool. Wow, leave us alone, you stinky losers. Who are you calling a loser? Hey, you little twerps, cut it out, those are mine. Uh-oh, the angry lady's here. Hurry up, grab as much as you can and scram. Don't just stand there, chase after them. Hey, pretty sure that's out of our scope of work. As if, you didn't scare them at all. They're gonna be back as soon as you leave. Man, I thought this was gonna be easy. I'm paying you to get to the root of this problem. That's some vegetable humor? Nice. Go! Okay, we're going. So, the deck building. We can add cards to our deck here on the deck building screen. 30 card maximum. On this side are the cards currently in the deck, and this side is our backpack, all the cards we've collected so far. Cards with a lock icon on them are base cards that cannot be removed from the deck. We can switch the commander out, but only for other commanders. Cards that don't have a lock icon can be removed. Minimum of 12 cards, maximum of 30. Interesting. Upgrade a plants card. Creating a strong deck will be critical to our success. I believe it. Yeah, I wonder if infinite combos are possible in this game. Plants card. So these are the signature moves of our commander? Interesting. Currently the deck is just basic moves, attacks, and the units. We can add another basic attack. Let's do that. Let's swap out one move for one attack. Squad attack. Destroy the satellite in 5 turns or less. You got it. Woof, man, they've got little legs, but they can run fast. It is really too bad you don't have super strong robotic legs. Carlton, we've been over this. I'm not going full bionic woman. But I am so strong. Being a robot is so cool. You should really try it. Good grief. Good grief. Humans say the weirdest things. Phoebe, look. They are using a communication device. Do you think that there are other goblins they are allied with? Are you saying there are more of them somehow? Good grief. Let's deal with these twerps. I want to get paid as quickly as possible. Me too, buddy. Hey, that goblin's got a hammer. To win the battle, we must destroy the goblin's satellite communication device. Is that an enemy spawner? What is that? Gain armor in forests. Enemies spawn on this tile at the end of the countdown. Just do 1 damage, so we should be safe from goblin grunts in the forest, I imagine. Could even KO and then get into the... Can't KO this one as he's got armor. Could actually go around. That's a good idea. Oh yeah, you gotta spawn way back here, huh? I'm wondering if we could maybe use the Petunia to make ranged attacks over the mountain. Let's try that. So Plowhead works on any unit, right? That's right. This Petunia, 2 damage, 2 range. There's no attacks of opportunity or anything like that. I have observed that some terrain will give our units a bonus. These forests will give a unit extra defense against an attack. So we can make attacks at the satellite from there. Perfect. I should have done that. Should have put thorns on them first, actually. What is your ability? Hobbopper. 3 move, 3 attack. So if we let Captain Thistle get bopped, I'm sure we'll be in very sad times. What happened there? Why do I only have 1 health left? Oh, the Sloppy Gobby has 4 attack power. I did not realize that. Well, that's no good. But I think that we can simply destroy the satellite here. If we have Captain Thistle make their free attack here, we can then move through. Plowhead, yeah, Plowhead gets me here. Take your shot. GG. Get a new end unit barrel cactus. He's a chunky boy with 7 health. And branch out. Bonus damage if the enemy is on a forest tile. Better than an attack, I suppose. I repeat, the losers are here. We are retreating to the river. Where do you think you're going? I'm looking at them right now. They look stinky and mean. Be advised to take caution should you see them. Goblins, fall back. How dare they? We are not stinky or mean. We are nice and cute. Oh, now they've made it personal. Come on, Carlton. We're going to finish this job no matter what. Let's stop these veggie thieves and get our money. And a sincere apology. Verbally and in writing. Way ahead of you. How's it going, Shmammerin? Thanks for 14 months. Ready to craft some cards? Hello, what? Let's make some new cards. What do you mean, make some new cards? Tree Folk Rock. Can make basic attacks. Seed Sword. Attack an enemy and boost. Each time this card is played, it turns into a stronger version of itself. 0 cost, draw 1 card, gain 1 energy. Well, that seems like an accelerator to me. Just a free 1 energy, essentially. Take one of those. So it's like a shop, but not a shop. It's a crafting shop. Welcome. Hello, welcome, Kazdon. You picked the perfect day to show up for the first time. This is Floppy Knights. Adorable strategy meets deck building. Seems like a fun time so far. They're mesmerizing. Did they head this way? I believe so. Well, 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 looky here. Oh dear. That voice. Fancy seeing you here, Phoebes. Alex. Yeah. Snarlton. What are you two doing here? Can't you see we're in the middle of something? Exactly. Word around town is you're testing out your new invention for the Gadget Cup. Now that we're both old enough to enter... Alex and I wanted to seize up the competition we will be beating tomorrow. Unlikely. You two are nothing but a couple of copycats. It will be us who win the Gadget Cup. Alex, you rip off my inventions all the time. Snarlton over there is proof. Just observing his inferior monitor display really gets my goat. I will have you know, Alex programmed me to be far superior to your obsolete specs. Oh yeah, prove it. Do long division right now. Alex, will you just get out of here? We're trying to finish a job. Ah, finally joined civilized society and got yourself a job, eh? Are you moving out of your parents' house? Took you long enough. You know, you never accepted the invite to my housewarming party at my new centrally located bungalow. It has crown molding. Ah, buzz off. No way, we settle this right now. Your crummy little science fair project versus my weaponized slimes. Finally, I'll prove who's the best inventor in town really is. No more, Phoebe's so smart, Phoebe's such a talented engineer, Phoebe has the cutest eyebrows. Get ready to see what it feels like to be second place, Phoebes. How do you suppose we should proceed, Phoebe? I don't think there's any way around it, Carlton. We gotta kick her butt so we can finish the goblin job. There's no convincing her when she gets like this. Exactly. Battle begin. Get to the veggies before the slimes do. That is the objective. The bonus objective. Artillery slime. A combat slime. 3 attack power. I like the way they wiggle. Kind of a cool animation. How's it going, Chrono? Just in time to catch some Floppy Knights. Two, buddy. Easy. That's a good turn. So much movement power. Get this one next. Don't think it can move to reach me. The artillery slime might be able to hit me. Let's see. Totally could. There's Spitunia. Yeah, speed is the same as movement range. Again. I've got no energy left. So far, Floppy Knights is delightfully charming. I've heard there's challenge levels that are available once you beat a chapter. I'm rather interested to see what those end up looking like. Bonk. The Bamboomer! Oh, that was my favorite unit from the demos that we've played so far. The Bamboomer's got a range of 3. Just some serious attack power. How is this possible? You dumb little freaks destroyed all our weaponized slimes. Alex, just give it up already. You'll always be 2 steps behind us. Mark my words, Phoebes, you may have won this time, but the Gadget Cup will be a whole different story. Snarlton, let's go. We have some adjustments to make before our grand victory. Nyah! Ha ha ha! Well, we can give her top marks for effort, I guess, and synchronized laughing. At least we dealt with that little interruption. Phoebe, I am all for standing around basking in our own glory, but we must get a move on. All right, crack the whip, Carlton. Let's track down some goblins. The fun zone. Oh wait, I meant to equip the Bamboomer. No! Alright, we'll do this one without Bamboomer. Hey losers! I'm impressed you made it this far, but this is our turf. What is this place? This here is the fun zone, and losers like you will just stink it up. I suggest moving along before we have to get tough with you. You're not going to stop us from taking that magical ground food. We were sent here to stop you, even if it means we have to conquer your fun zone. Yeah, we're going to stink it all up. Alright, we'll do this the hard way. Don't say I didn't warn you. Battle start. To win this battle, reach the target goal and hold it for 2 turns. Or defeat all the enemies. Bonus objective, don't lose any units during this process, which actually does sound rather challenging here. deployment zone terminal. And they've got spawn point, too. Wow, this area is quite large. You can scroll around to see the whole map by clicking and dragging. You can also use the arrow keys. You got it. So Slobby Gobbies have really good attack power. And armor goes away if you get hit. So, what's your movement range? 3. 1, 2, 3. So we should be safe on those tiles. That's where we'll end our turn. Carlton, look, a deactivated deployment zone. If we put a unit there, we can get it online and use the deployment zone to advance. They passed. Perfect. Attack me if I was there. Better to just move Captain Thistle into the middle, make my free attack here. Get rid of that thing. No more energy this turn. A little bit of a boop there, but that's okay. I'm not planning on taking any more hits with Thistle. Oh my. Remember, if we lose Captain Thistle, we do lose the battle. Not that dangerous, though. I got 12 health, though, so I can't just bop the Hobba Bopper easily at all. So I think we want to fall back a little bit. Get some reinforcements in here. Academy and knockback. Move unit and destroy. Kind of a free move. I like it. Succulent Kicker's very easy to lose. Gotta be careful about it. Yeah, get closer. That's right. Is Destroy like exhaust? Yes, I believe so. Energy this turn, so we can play all these cards. Second Kicker only has 2 attack power. So 2 attacks from Captain Thistle plus a shot from Spatunia will KO the Bopper. They cometh. Got a lot of attack power here. Not sure if poison applies before or after the enemy gets to do its thing. I don't think it much matters here. What do you got? Hyper Sniper, 3 attack, 3 move, 2 range. So 1, 2, 3 could shoot me here. Don't want to get Captain Thistle balked by Hyper Sniper. That'd be very bad. Almost. Yeah, I think we want Hyper Sniper to hit the Spatunia. Something like this. So you have what? 3 move? So go 1, 2, 3. We don't want to go here. We want to go here then. Nobody else has any moves. Since she couldn't move to attack, she decided not to at all. Makes sense to me. Attack an enemy with knockback. Captain Thistle has 5 attack power, so 3 attacks, which is what I have here. I can get them both. Turn a unit to your hand. Not going to be any returning to do, because everybody's dead. I'm not sure if you're allowed to block the spawners. We'll have to try that. Vera, I believe that's a new leader? Commander thing? Restore 1 health to other units each turn. Cycle Sunbathe. Interesting. No, the fun zone! It's ruined! Listen to me, you've got to stop taking that poor farmer's food. But how else are we supposed to get magic ground food? Here. What's this, bunch of little boogers? They're seeds. Vegetables aren't magic ground food, they're just plants. Put some here and you can grow your own food. What? Really? That's it? Tell you what, I'm going to take half of this huge staff of veggies you stole. You can keep the other half. That should tide you over till you grow your own food. But in return, you have to leave that farmer alone, okay? This is a good deal, too. If I had my way, I would have incinerated you with my laser eyes. Maybe you're not such losers after all. Okay, it's a deal. Come on, Carlton, let's go retrieve our cash money. Haha, yeah, let's get our sick cash. Well, I have to admit it, I didn't think you'd pull it off. Whoa, don't sneak up on me like that. Excuse me, were you following us? I just wanted to make sure the job got done properly is all. And it did. Here's your payment. Payment! Thank you, this is great. Thanks for taking care of my goblin problem. Those Floppy Knights of yours are pretty handy. You're that kid from town who's always making those inventions, aren't you? That's me. We're going to enter the Gadget Cup. And emerge victorious. Ah, didn't you hear? The Gadget Cup's been cancelled. What? Did my audio input capture just fail? Did you say the competition has been cancelled? How and why? Cinder Cliff Volcano has really been acting up lately, falling rocks and all that. The fairgrounds are in the blast zone, so they had to cancel. Phoebe, my databases indicate that Cinder Cliff Volcano is from the next town over. It is. Come on, we have to go check this out. Thanks for the money, ma'am. Sure thing. Good luck. Cancelled. Phoebe, look, there's a notice on the sign. Cancelled! Due to unexpected nearby volcanic activity causing safety concerns, we've cancelled the Gadget Cup competition. But we have to win that prize. How else are we going to get the cash to move out? Well, we could just work a regular job for a number of years and invest our savings in... No, the competition cannot be cancelled. We have to do something about this. Come on, Carlton, let's make our way to Cinder Cliff right away and see what's up with this volcano business. Surely if the volcano doesn't explode, they'll uncancel the competition. Phoebe, I'm receiving a message from an unknown contact. Yeah, I wonder who that could possibly be. Their house has an eye patch. Oh, hello, Phoebes. I got your number from your parents. Did you know they think we're friends? Isn't that hilarious? Anyway, I've finally come up with a master plan to prove my superior intellect. I've crafted the most ingenious challenges for you and your silly little knights. I even made the decks you'll be using because I know you'll need the help. Why don't you try them out? Unless, of course, you're worried you'll fail. Later. So we've unlocked challenge levels. Kickers versus gobs. Let's try the first challenge for level. These are remixes of the levels we've already been through, but with specific challenge subset to them. Designed for more experienced players, the devs mentioned. Curious how these feel. To win this challenge, defeat all the enemies. All we have are kickers. Kick plus and hop plus. So these gobbies will take us out in one hit. Upgrade a plants card in your hands. So upgrade the kicker. Cool. And this one is technically my commander, apparently. Oh, the kicks have knockback too. Oh no. This actually seems rather bad. Want to stay out of their hitting range. I wonder what determines whether they move or not. Now the combo. Boot. Oh, you didn't move. Maybe the only upgraded ones do that? How interesting. Actually deeply satisfying. That's what I learned. So what do we get for doing that? Some coins. I think you could only get the coins from each level once, so there's a finite amount of currency. I wanted to configure my deck anyway, right? We need the Bamboomer. Swap out Spitunia, add the Bamboomer. Cactus juice. Let's probably grow as well. Swap the hero out for the Barrel Man. Do we swap these out? With the wristing. Branch out's better than an attack. Barely. Okay. I'm always open to game suggestions, Valor Desert Fox, although I get way more suggestions than I can possibly play, generally speaking, so I don't look at or investigate every game. In one turn, you say? Let's try it. Destroy the satellite in one turn. I see we've got Spitunia to start. That's going to be essential, I'm sure. I think we want to start here. What on earth? A weird change to phrasing. Unit gains +1 attack this turn. Move 1 extra tile? Why is that different phrasing from the unupgraded version of Plow Ahead? Rehydrate. If this unit's currently on a water tile, move extra tiles. That gets cheaper. Five energy. So we need to be able to get over to the thingy and make 2 poison shots. I think that means upgrading the poison shots so that I can play move, thorns. I can play everything that way. Actually, no, we don't use the basic move. We use Plow Ahead and Hydrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we upgrade Plow Ahead. Go here. Rehydrate, go here. Make the free attack. Use Poison Shot for the 5. There you go. Neat little puzzle there. What's next? Defeat all enemies in 12 turns or less for barrel roll. Show me. This looks fun. To win this challenge, defeat all the enemies. This is a different map than we played on before, too. Probably wanted to go with the other leader for this. That's okay. Farah has much lower basic attack power. Barrel Cactus has area attack. When he attacks all adjacent foes, at least all orthogonally adjacent foes. Good for him. How's it going, Ranton Lad? You're looking at Floppy Knights, fully released as of today. So destroy is removed from the deck from the rest of the level. What is delete? Pro plus upgrades to give an energy back? That's funny. What is delete versus... Remove from the battle when played. Or at the end of your turn. Okay, so delete also means ethereal. Got it. Interesting. There's a lot of slimes here. Not sure how to keep Vera safe. Let's try that. Oh, I forgot to use her free attack, too. Yeah, I could have done that at some point. Ow. Try that. Ah! So many of them. Five HP. So we have a 12 turn limit for this, right? I think we'll be able to do that. How's it going, limit? Lilin? Definitely get ganged up on by those slimes next turn. Let's fall back a little bit. That's 6. Yeah, we're doing fine. Be able to make it all the way over there, huh? sure if that's a good idea. Might get KO'd there. Alright, just 2 attacks this turn. Won't be enough to do much. Into 2, okay. There we go. I like the healing power. Lets you kind of stay engaged in melee for a few turns with things. Should've used my free attack, too. Wouldn't have made much of a difference, but would have made something. She's also got really good base movement, which is nice. That wasn't too bad. Kind of a weird little challenge. Not much damage output for the team. Capture the target objective instead of defeating all enemies. That's what we did last time, so... I like the alternate version of the challenge here. Oh, different starting deployment, too. Got spawners right behind me. Reach the target goal and hold it for 2 turns. That's it. You have to use Captain Thistle on this one. Alright. You got it. Is Reap Plus. Looks like it's going to be tough. We just want to run past most of them here with our extra movement. So I've certainly got a lot of it. I can do it on turn 1. Here on turn 1, that looks pretty good. Ha! Alright, well that's a lot of mobility. How about we just hang out here for a little bit? Uh-oh. Can't just put that anywhere, though. Find out if it works if I move off and then get back on. Oh crap, you're still alive, actually. Uh-oh. I think this failed. Unless I just win by holding at the end of the turn. No, it resets. So I think I was actually correct. I just win if I ended turn there, didn't I? I did that wrong. Let's try that again. We did learn that it resets if you move off and back onto it. That was important knowledge, I think. Lose. But I should win instantly, assuming we get the same hand. If I just move on to the flag and just stay there for 2 turns, that's the actual solution, right? Oh, it's a different opening hand, though. I can't do that again. Okay. Well, crap. What? Oh yeah, it's only 4 each. That makes sense. Nice knockback. I'm sure we can get the barrel cactus to put in some good work for us here. And we have Bamboomer Plus. There we go. Only exactly 3 tiles away, though. This is currently on a force tile, move 3 extra spaces. You have how much movement? 3, 1, 2, 3, so you can kill me. Don't do that. The reinforcements are real. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get in there, buddy. Keep going. You'll be great. hop one more time. Yeah, which needs to happen over here, actually. Didn't kick him. Gotta kick him. Uh-oh. Barrel! I realized the slinger could get there. Oh good, we got a heal. More coming in shortly. Perfect. They are coming. Looks like the easiest way would be to maybe clear a path through them here. Get onto the control tile in one good move. Two swings takes this grunt out. Or I could try to kill the Hobba Bopper. Doesn't feel worth it. Two energy to kill, and then I've got what? 3 moves? 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be doable. Not sure I can hold the thingy for 2 turns. Guess we're gonna find out. I think this works. Yeah, they can't reach me this turn. So I think simply ending the turn here wins, right? That's what we should have done last time, but I misunderstood. I misunderstood. Got him. Oh, should have done that first. Doesn't matter. Get in there, buddy. Distract him. So I do have to hold it. Okay. Means they might not actually allow me to... This one could have killed our commander, but they didn't have a movement that actually got them in range, so kind of cheesed it? I'll take it. I'll take it. Huzzah. They're fun little challenge levels. Anything substantial we can craft. Am I allowed to just buy infinite number? No, I can't buy more of the 40 gold cantrip. That's good. So the first try wouldn't have worked? I don't think so. I think we would have been defeated on that second turn. Can make more succulent kickers. Like Seed Sword. Blight. Use it, loses 3 max health to gain poison attacks. Unit gains payback. Enemies receive 1 damage when attacking this unit. Crop rotation. Move extra tile for each other unit. That's kind of cool, too. That's very cool. Row is okay. I guess we'll buy crop rotation? Crop rotation and natural defense. Just have more options there. Is this game good? I'm enjoying it so far. I haven't yet seen far enough into the game to feel like I can formulate a real opinion on it. That's how I feel about it currently. Where's the actual regular map? Hello? Ha! So her lab has the challenge levels. Now we go to Cinder Cliff. The Lava Lands. Defend Bernard. Who's Bernard? Whoa, look at all this lava. Cool. It actually appears to be quite hot. Is this Cinder Cliff? I'm guessing from the big volcano looming over town, we're in the right place. Whoa, help. Are you okay? What's going on? Oh, I'm okay, just a little tumble is all. I think my foot is stuck under this boulder, though. What's your name? I'm Bernard. Take a deep breath, sir. Gulp some of that hot, hot air. And try to ignore all the monsters closing on your location. Wait, monsters? Don't worry, we'll come and get you. I'm gonna be ripped apart by an endless sea of monsters. Oh, I knew this day would come. I had a dream about this once. Just sit tight. We're coming as quickly as we can. Ready, Carlton? Affirmative. Affirmative. Defend Bernard from the monsters for 8 turns. It's a lot of spicy cheese. It's over here, so we've got what? Chucky. Troublemakers. And Quiver Kids. Oh, they got range attacks. I understand. Two damage per square of Lava Crossing. Let's try to use bridges. We got 2 attack power, right? That's right. This is where the other commander would be a little bit more helpful, I think. Attacks pull you towards them too. That's interesting. I also did not expect the movement range on these things. I did not check their ability to move. I keep Bernard at maximum health. I think we're about to have a big problems. For range. Awkward. this works. Ah! My bonus objective. Oh, he had armor, though, so he's fine. Well, that's good. That's wonderful, in fact. Let's deploy Barrel Cactus, but I don't think that's a good idea right now. Only have 2 movements? I understand. Let's see what that gets for us. Nope, didn't think that through. Lose. I think Vera's probably a difficult commander for this battle, but let's give that another go. It's the skip button. Okay, starting with Bamboomer sounds a bit more viable here. The problem we have is Vera getting destroyed immediately. Right. Won't be able to kill this guy this turn. Do 2 damage. Not a problem. Let's try that. Might get hit a little bit over here. Still think that's the right move. Good. I like that I'm allowed to do that before I draw the hand of cards, actually. Seems a little bit wrong. Kind of interesting that range units can only attack at exactly their range. For example, the range 3 bazooka guy has to be exactly 3 tiles, so these red tiles the attack range. Rather intriguing. There we go. This went much better this time. Easy. That's right, 1 free attack per turn, no free moves. All movement requires a card. Have to move to heal. Makes sense. Get in there, barrel buddy. They do get the free attack on the turn they spawn, that's correct. So you're able to summon and then attack. Units also create a card in your hand when summoned, usually. Crazy. Get him. Get him. The enemies don't get to move on the turn they spawn. Destroy any card in hand to draw 2 cards. Interesting. I like it. I'm saved. Let's get that boulder off your foot. I would classify it as more of a rock, personally. It must be courageous to be considered boulder. That wasn't so bad, I guess. Look, I'm fine. My shoe's a little scuffed, but that's neither here nor there. Bernard, what's the deal? Your stupid volcano just interfered with the gadget cup. My stupid volcano? What? So sorry, I don't even know what's going on. The volcano is known to act up from time to time, but lately it's gotten way worse. All these monsters usually keep to themselves, but the eruptions have been driving them wild. Fire has been raining down on our village almost daily. Yesterday, the fire department burned down. Phoebe, perhaps we could determine what has gone wrong and fix it. And then the gadget cup wouldn't need to be cancelled. Carlton, you're a genius. Oh, shucks, only because you made me that way. Now hold on just 2 minutes. You aren't going to go up there, are you? I'm sure it's nothing we can't handle, buddy. We are, like, relatively strong, pal. I'm not your pal, guy. You'll get lost. You're unfamiliar with the terrain. You could be crushed by a huge flaming boulder or gobbled up by a terrible monster. That sounds exciting. Show us the way. Wait. Show you? Up there? Especially now that you owe us a life debt. Oh. Okay. Heck yeah, let's go, Bernard. Let's go. And that's right, the difference between destroy and delete, I believe delete means that it is destroyed at the end of the turn, if it's still in your hand. Let's see, destroy is usually on the summon cards. Where's the kicker? Don't like that you can't see the cards that you create. Oh, it does kind of give you a little preview. Move a unit for 0 cost. And kick. I'd have to try the kicker out a bit more. I think there's some good use for it. Seems a little hesitant. I'm sure he'll be fine. Sure is warm up here, isn't it? My cooling fans are working overtime. Oh, Phoebe, look. More lava. This place is a nightmare. Oh, why did I move to a town at the base of a volcano? Why didn't I just move to the beach after college, where the only thing to worry about is the constant threat of tsunamis? If we solve this whole volcano problem, we are going to be heroes, Phoebe. Can't be heroes, Carlton. Heroes do things for free. Or perhaps heroes get to charge a premium. Yeah, I'd like to be the kind of hero who can afford a mansion. Let's beat these beasts and finish this job before all my thermal paste melts. And before my glasses fuse to my face. Can't be heroes. What is that horrible moth thing? Big Mad. Defeat Big Mad. Go over here. See those craters on the ground? Eruptions from the volcano appear to land there. We have a unit standing there where the eruptions hit. They'll take 2 damage. Let's stand on the craters. Behemoth. Oof. But why is it a moth? Get in there, Cactus Boy. You got it. Drawn to the flame. Like a moth. To flame. Let's go here. Okay, so only some of them get hits. That unit appears to be flying. Can move over any obstacles freely, even lava. Oh! You can bring up their movement range. And attack range. Well, heck, that's convenient. Gain +1 attack for each missing hit points. Spooky. Flipping back and forth, which is pretty cool. Get our cactus up in there. I kind of like the description. Fire Emblem meets deck builder. A little bit. Onto the lava means awkwardness for sure. More moths. The seeding crop. Turn a unit to your hand so I can do this. Like that. 2, huh? I accept that. Easy. Boss time. So that's only got 1 attack power? Not sure why. Don't want to do too much damage to it this turn. Get back in here, Barrel Cactus. Here. You do this. Please get destroyed. Easy. He's back. GG. Win. Friends plant. Move and then restore 2 health. That's definitely better than one of our basic move cards, so we should swap it out. No reason not to. Yeah, please. Try Uproot as well. Destroy a card in hand, then draw 2. It's got some utility to it. Boiling Point. Defeat all enemies or hold the target goal for 2 turns. With the bonus for winning in less than 12. The summit of the volcano is within reach.
We're almost there. Stay calm, Bernard. Stay calm.
I wonder if there are any long-term effects to this much lava exposure.
What?
Yeah, I read about this guy who got so sweaty, his eyeballs fell out.
They did?
And then he drank so much grape juice, his skin turned purple. Carlton, stop teasing him, and stop reading those trashy websites. But they said it happened in my area code. This is the last stretch. We probably have to use that rope to climb the rest of the way.
But it's being guarded by those baddies. I'll be back here if you need me. Please don't need me.
Can do. To win this battle, reach the target goal and hold it for 2 turns. You're right to recognize the artist from Dicey Dungeons. Not the same developer, but yes, the same artist as Dicey Dungeons. Observe a button. It will extend the bridge. Mathematically speaking, of course. I do 2 damage currently. Alright, Barrel Boy. Do your worst. That's another big one. What's the rope for? I think that's our goal. Not even shoot at me? Interesting. Yeah, but there will not be any more Spire today. 0% chance. It's only a little toasty. It's fine. We're supposed to upgrade the Bamboomer. Ooh. Okay, Boomer. Board a little bit. This is turn 5. Not a lot of attacking that I can do. Barrely boy. Probably get him bopped by quite a few people there. Whoops. Okay, he's gonna go down. we summon new minions? That does for us. Oh, geez. I didn't think about that. Always forget that those guys can move you when they hit you. Being pulled onto the lava, taking 2 extra damage. Not what I expected there. GG. Let's try that again. Unintended interactions. I have no idea if you're allowed to block spawns in this game. I should probably figure that out. To win this battle, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty good turn 1. Can block spawns. Good to know. How's it going, Balloon Brigade? Looks like a very delightful, if maybe a little bit short, tactics plus deck builder experience. Not something that you could expect to be able to play for maybe hundreds of hours like Slay the Spire, but pretty good time. Easy. Again, I'm getting caught off guard by that. You guys are nasty, man. Oh, what happens at the start of the turn, too? Tough. Brutal. Have to move off. Yikes. Okay, that won't be happening again. There's Barrel Cactus. Oh, I don't have that captured. Fair enough. Let's fix that. Can you... No, I don't think so, right? Good. Can't leave my commander there next turn, though, or she'll get arrowed. All right. Gonals, thank you so much for the 20 months of support. 2 metric years again. .13 attack power. Easy. Junior. AoE health restore is kind of interesting. Not sure it's actually helpful for us. Anything new we can craft here? Yeah. Another Spitunia, another poison shot. +1 attack power and poison damage. I like that one, actually. Adaptation. User gains 2 health, 1 attack, or 1 speed. Ooh, regrow seems potentially good, too. Just free? Like that I can just make a card for free. No harm to do so, right? Yeah. Interesting. Please give me poison shot. Volcano Hugger. Defeat the lava giant. Bonus objective, defeat 5 behemoths. Well, it says the card that returns a unit to your hand upgrades to draw 2? Wow. Whoa, that thing is huge. Is that a lava giant? I thought they were just myths. Looks like it's squeezing the volcano. Appears to be hugging it. That's probably what's causing the eruptions. Oh, how adorable. They must be in love.
You think that's cute? Listen, lava giants are no joke. Once they latch onto a volcano, there's no way to convince them to leave.
Maybe we could pry it off? I bet we could loosen its grip a bit. Do you think that might work?
It might, but I've never heard of anyone being able to defeat a lava giant before. They're supposed to be indestructible.
We'll see about that. What do you say, Carlton? I say, watch out, fingers. Here we come. Battle. Start? To win this battle, remove the lava giant's grip on the volcano. James, though. Alright, looks like a fairly competent group. Here's the Extendo Bridge. Deeply unclear what this button does. I want to kill that moth. Squish! Bridge is under the checkpoint computer. Oh, this one, yeah. Doesn't actually require. Doesn't seem that important. Won't work on her, does it? No. Gotta watch out for those boomerang guys. Could just cross. Well, that's gonna cost me a lot of health to do. I don't think that's worth it. It's only 2 health that goes right there, actually. Hey there, Cyberston. You're correctly recognizing the artist from Dicey Dungeons. Different devs, but same artist. We're gonna go way down. That's actually where you have to stop. Don't want the giant moth to kill me. Beautiful. Oh, crap. I didn't see that moth up there. Well, I did. I just didn't realize it was in attack range. Really easy to lose your commander in this game if you're not paying full attention there. Let's give that one more go. Let's try that this time. Ghosty. Finish him off. Works for me. Don't need him. Could even cross this way, actually. That's rather interesting. We've learned that those can attack... Oh, those can attack this tile. Oh, that's what happens. Interesting. Then were to die, though. Perfect. Good. Let's try that. Now, neither of these moths can reach me. We should be able to wipe them out next turn. Perfect. That'll teach him. Beware of falling rocks. Don't have a way to deal with this Quiver Kid. Spawners are a slight problem. To go basically anywhere you want. You can actually bazooka this guy from over here. That's perfect. Kill you first. Yeah. Get him. Nice try, nerd. An actual infinite combo. This is Monolith. Sounds abusable. Very much so. Let's take the hit here. Get those figures. I like Vera's face when she takes damage. Also, ow. Does this have 4 damage? I do. There we go. Please have some more health back. Get him. Bloop. After all that, the lava giant seems like an awfully cool guy. Now, Big Mad's on our side. Gain attack after losing health, cycle Bull Rush. He's a champ, I guess. Cool. Definitely have to give him a try. We did it! Whew, that was a tough one.
I can't believe it. We're finally free of this endless torment.
This eruption shouldn't be bothering you anymore.
Phoebe, Carlton, thank you both. Now I won't have to move to the beach with all those terrible tsunamis.
Aw, it's just part of the job. Ah, Phoebe, you are blushing. She is not accustomed to being the hero, you know. Carlton, it's probably just severe heat stroke.
I don't know how we can ever thank you.
No need, we were happy to help. Besides, now we can get back to the Genshin Cup. Just let us know if there are any more lava giants pop up, okay? We can even give you a discount.
Aw, come here, you two.
Oh, you should have warned us that you were a hugger, Bernard. Wow, we dispatched a huge monster, saved a whole village, and now we can go win that cash prize. All those monsters we fought gave me an idea of how we can get a leg up on Alex too. Ooh, care to elaborate? Let's make a quick detour on our way back to the Genshin Cup so I can whip together a couple new Floppy Knights to use.
You can't just leave yet. Wait till the hug is over.
Okay, but just so you know, I have an hourly rate. Good grief.
Good gravy.
We've unlocked the Monsters deck. And the Science Fair. And new challenge levels, right? Defeat Big Mad in 1 turn. I want to try that. 1 turn, huh? Defeat Figmat in 1 turn. Ah. So we'll take 3 hits to KO him. A crop rotation. Add kick and hop. I don't think we use the kicker itself. Yeah, 0 cost attack, 0 cost move. Definitely use plow ahead. So we gotta go 1. Let's see, you have currently 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we destroy Succulent Kicker. Oh yeah. Oh wait, what? Excuse me? Do I only have 1 hit point? What happened there? What? Oh, the commander only has 1 health in this. Oh. Huh. Didn't notice that detail. Interesting. The kickers have 4 speed. Interesting. I only have 1 energy though. Then if I end turn, does it die to the lava? Yes. That counts. Cool. It's a fun little way to get there. Very neat. Well, so we've unlocked, I guess, the third of 6 chapters. And some more challenge levels to do. But I think that's all going to wait until the next time we return to Floppy Knights. I'm sure I'll be taking another look at this delightfully cute tactical deck builder / turn-based tactics. But for now, I'm going to wind things down and get on out of here, dear Twitch chat. We are going to be back tomorrow, not later than noon Eastern Standard Time. Probably some more Spire on docket. We have a Silent Wind to get after all. Have a good evening, Twitch Tarek, Wuzzy, Sirius Shurk, Ion, D20 Arash, Pedro Biagioni, BB Tech, Mirror the Muir, Die Chopper, and everybody else. Hope you all enjoyed checking out Floppy Knights with me here. This game did release again today on Steam and Xbox, so feel free to grab it while it's fresh if you like what you saw. All right, everybody, until next time, toodaloo, farewell for now. Have a good one and all that. We'll be back soon enough with some more strategic action. Can't wait to see you all then. Bye-bye, folks. Have a good one. Stay cozy.